In the beginning scene, we see a beautiful girl running. Not just running, but fleeing from a man. That girl is Yagmur. Later in the movie, we find out why she's running. And believe me, it's terrifying. This beautiful love story unfolds through the pages of a book, and it stays with you.
İlk resmi okuyucusu sensin. Okuduktan sonra hemen beni ara.
A young girl has just been given the book, written by the man she's about to marry. She's the first to hold it, and without a pause, she begins to read, promising him softly, "I'll call you when I'm done." It moves on to another scene where we see a nervous man on a plane. He's feeling some chest pain, but tries to ignore it. He gets distracted by a young girl panicking while talking to a stewardess. She's terrified, because they gave her a window seat, and she's scared of looking out, so the stewardess seats her next to the man, for now, until they find her a safer spot. As the ride continues, they hit some turbulence. Yagmur, terrified, clutches the man's arm. She grips so tight, her nails leave marks on his skin. The shaking ends, and Yagmur slowly lets go. When Yagmur sees she's hurt the man with her nails, her face falls. She quickly says sorry and gently sticks a tiny band-aid on the bruise. The man just smiles, quietly. Then the stewardess walks over and tells Yagmur they've found her a new seat. Yagmur leaves, but her memory stays deep in the man's heart. The man, whose name is Hazmet, can't stop thinking about her. He walks to a house, heavy with emotions, and has a quiet, serious talk with his brother. We find out they're going to stay there for a while because they're in danger. They're also hiding from the police. At this point, you might think they're criminals. But believe me, the truth will break your heart. Yagmur is staying with her friend, a musician. As she unpacks and ends a heartfelt call with her father, she turns, only to see her friend eating her sandwich. She quickly tells her friend to spit it out. The sandwich has walnuts and she's allergic. They rush to the hospital. There, Yagmur and Hazmet unexpectedly cross paths. Both freeze, shocked to see each other. Hazmet makes jokes about his wound, hiding the pain from Yagmur. Later, we see them at a cafe, where Yagmur's friend Irem sings a beautiful, heartfelt song. As they talk, they suddenly realize something important. They both don't have a mother. Hazmet is a very serious man. He never smiles and always stays still. Inside, he feels a deep sadness, but he hides it behind his cold, strong face.
Kardeşlerim mi?
He sees something in Yagmur that makes his heart race and mind spin, like love at first sight. Yagmur and Hazmet share a quiet dinner on the rooftop. Yagmur can't stop laughing because she thought the date would be simple, like eating lahmacun. But instead, they are on a rooftop, having a beautiful, romantic dinner. She had laughed about it with her friend Iram, and just thinking about her face when she tells her makes her burst out laughing. Yagmur tries to make Hazmet smile by gently lifting his cheeks with her hands. They were laughing and enjoying every moment. After dinner, Yagmur smiled happily. She was clearly in love. As time passed, Yagmur and Hazmet grew closer and closer. They are falling deeply for each other. Yagmur brings kindness to Hazmet's heart, and Hazmet makes Yagmur feel calm and safe. Their love is clear to see, and their souls are connected forever. Yagmur says her relationship with Hazmet is like heaven or hell, because with him, everything is always very intense. One night, while they are hugging, Hazmet suddenly feels a sharp pain in his chest. Yagmur doesn't understand what's happening, but she still wants to help. When she touches his wounds, they start to heal. Then we see a quick, bloody memory from the past. Hazmet's chest hurts as something is pulled out. It feels like he was shot. He starts running, and Yagmur chases after him. When they hug, all their pain disappears. The scene shows the girl reading the book, her heart softening with the love story of the couple. Yagmur was helping Hazmet find himself again. Their love was growing strong. She loved him, and he loved her. Yagmur wanted Hazmet to meet her father, but first, she had to meet his mother. The scene shifts to the boys playing basketball while Yagmur sits quietly on a bench. Yagmur suddenly starts throwing up. He quickly checks if she's okay. Then his eyes catch a car behind them. He feels a cold fear. He knows someone is following them. Hazmet's brother is on the phone with their mom. We learn that Hamza is coming to talk with Hazmet. Yagmur has been feeling very sick and throwing up because she is pregnant. She quietly tells her friend everything. While they talk, Hazmet's brother Tarek hears them. He gently comforts Yagmur and says, "Don't worry, everything will be okay." Hamza was talking to Hazmet when suddenly his phone buzzed. It was a message from Tarek saying, "Yagmur is pregnant." Hamza told Hazmet that he could come back home because the rival family made a deal. But later, Hamza understood that Yagmur is the real reason peace between the families will never happen. Hamza talks to the mother on the phone. She tells him to get rid of her. Today is the couple's anniversary. They go to the same rooftop where they were last year. Yagmur gives Hazmet a watch as a gift, and he proposes to her with deep love in his eyes. He tells her that when they return, they will be together. Yagmur says yes with a big smile and tells him a sweet surprise will be waiting when he comes back. They both feel so happy and full of joy. The ring is beautiful and looks perfect on Yagmur. When Hazmet returns home, he is shocked to find out that he must marry the daughter of the rival family to end the bitter blood feud between them. Yagmur quietly returns to her old life as a hairdresser. One day, she sees Tarek in the store. He smiles and warmly invites her to come with him, saying he has a surprise. He takes her to an old, broken place, and that's when she meets Hamza. He tells her everything and forces her to have an abortion. He had already arranged a doctor to do the surgery. Luckily, she manages to escape. Now, the opening scene makes sense. Yagmur is running for her life. She gets hit by a car, and that accident saves her baby's life. Tarek lies to Hamza and says the baby is gone, but it's not true at all. He tells Yagmur to run away because she is in danger. If she doesn't, they will kill Hazmet. The two rival families sit down to make a deal. The request was made, and anyone who didn't agree was told to leave. Hazmet stood up to go, but of course all the guns were aimed right at him. He clearly tells them to wait for his answer. Then he goes back to get Yagmur. But he feels shocked and sad when he finds out that Hamza, through his brother, had told her to leave. He looks for her and reaches Iram's house. When Iram sees Hazmet at the door, she and her boyfriend quickly lock Yagmur inside a room and take the key away. They open the door, and all Hamza wants is to see her. He tries to get past Iram and her boyfriend, but he can't. It feels even worse for him. Then his gun falls out of his pocket. As he reaches for it, a police car suddenly arrives. He is arrested and sent out of the country. But at least Yagmur is safe now. She goes back home and her father warmly welcomes her. She feels relieved because she is home and safe. Hazmet marries Nupelda, his arranged bride, but he doesn't have any feelings for her. Yagmur keeps feeling very worried about the baby. She even tries to have an abortion, but she can't do it because she feels she can't hurt her own child. She tells her father she is pregnant, but he gets very upset. He refuses to talk to her and even says she doesn't have a father anymore. If she wants to raise the child, she can do it somewhere else. Yagmur is very sad, but she is not ready to give up yet. She believes that with time, she will win her father's approval. Time is passing fast, but all Yagmur and Hazmet think about is each other. Yagmur's belly is now bigger, and she is going to have the baby very soon. Her father still can't believe Yagmur is pregnant. He visits his late wife's grave, feeling lost, and asks her for help. Yagmur tells him gently to accept the baby because it is his grandchild. Yagmur's water breaks suddenly. She needs to have the baby right away. Her father helps her, and the baby is born right there in the graveyard. At the same time, we see that Nupelda also wants to have a baby with Hazmet. They have been trying, but it looks like Nupelda has trouble having a baby. The married couple gets ready for a meeting, which, to be honest, doesn't go very well. Nupelda tries to mess with Hazmet's business, and Hazmet gets very upset. While they are arguing, Hazmet's trusted man sends a message saying he has found Yagmur. Even though his life is hard, he feels happy because he finally found Yagmur. He goes to her house, but his heart breaks when Yagmur tells him she is married. Yagmur and Hazmet are very sad and heartbroken because they just want to be together, but it's not possible. Nupelda finds out about Yagmur and feels very jealous. She breaks the watch that Yagmur had given Hazmet because she knows it belonged to her. Both of them feel very sad, but they try their best to move on with their lives. Who would have thought that one day Yagmur and Hazmet would meet each other in an elevator? I don't think anyone expected that. Hazmet understands the surprise Yagmur mentioned was her pregnancy when he sees her baby Kamal in the elevator. He shows up and stands right in front of Yagmur's table. She feels shocked, like she's seeing things. She tries to go to the bathroom to calm down, but Hazmet stops her. He pleads with her to wait for him in her room, saying he can't lose her again. Yagmur finds an excuse and goes to her room. Now, they are finally alone. Their love never faded. Yagmur tells Hazmet, "Kamal is your son. I hid him because Tarek and Hamza wanted me to get rid of him." Just then, Kamal walks into the room. Tears come to Hazmet's eyes when he sees his son for the first time. He talks to him softly and then ends with a warm hug. Hazmet's heart is full of love, and he never wants to lose them again. They make a plan to go far away, somewhere safe, until Hazmet can fix everything. Hazmet calls Hamza and asks him to come to the hotel. Hamza comes and sees Yagmur with the little boy. He feels hurt and angry because he understands Tarek had lied to him. Feeling betrayed, Hamza decides to leave and run away with his mistress. He quickly packs his bags and takes all the money from the safe. Then, he calls the bank to empty all his accounts. As he tries to run away, his wife desperately tries to stop him. He pushes her down the stairs. She falls and lies there, hurt and bleeding. He doesn't care about his wife and just leaves her to die. Just as he was about to run away, Hazmet stopped him. Suddenly, a loud scream broke the silence. Hazmet looked and saw his sister lying on the ground, unconscious. Without thinking, he took Hamza to the beach and shot him. When he returns to Yagmur and his child, he feels very stressed and worried. He has a bad nightmare where Nupelda's brother shoots his son in the head. He wakes up feeling even more scared. He spends some time with his family, but suddenly everything stops when he gets a call from Nupelda's brother. The brother angrily says he will kill his own brother if he doesn't come to them. Hazmet accepts his fate and sadly says goodbye to his family. When he reaches there, his brother is set free. He sits across from Nupelda, who is crying and begging him to stay with her. Hazmet doesn't want her. He loves Yagmur. He asks her softly, "If you shoot me, will the blood feud stop?" She sadly nods and says, "The feud will end only if you don't stay with me." Hazmet finally pulls the trigger on himself. The scene cuts to the girl closing the book, tears rolling down her cheeks. Then, we see a wedding. The girl who was reading the book is now the bride. But you may wonder, who is the husband? The husband, Kamal, is the writer of the book. He comes from a very beautiful but sad story. We see Yagmur, who is older now, but still very beautiful. She sees young Hazmet standing before her and slowly stands up to dance with him.